Hi everyone. So I'm 20% done Metal Gear Solid 5 now. I really like this game series. I've played a lot of it. I figured I'd just weigh in, tell you my first impressions of it. The intro is fantastic, except for the fact that it's too long. Uh, Other than that, it's got a great atmosphere to it. You feel like this sense of panic, this sense of confusion. Just you feel the emotions of the character, which is really important when you play these games because you want to feel what they feel. You want to understand why you are doing what you are doing, and they set you up in a situation where you have to fight for your survival. And that's what you do. And you're crippled, you're wounded, you've lost an arm. It's really intense, and I loved it. Every minute of it. Didn't need to be 2 hours, though. First off, the story, you are Big Boss. So it takes place after Snake Eater, and I'm assuming after Ground Zeroes. I've not actually played Ground Zeroes, so I wouldn't really know. I kind of got turned off with Metal Gear Solid 4, and so my knowledge of the series is fairly limited, as it's been a while since I played these games. But it's not too bad getting back into it. They catch you up with a bunch of like cassette tapes that you can listen to, and kind of fill you in what you missed. And I believe that it's 9 years after the events of, I guess, Ground Zero. So this game's a lot less story driven than Metal Gear Solid 4. That's not to say that there is no story, it's just not as forced, I guess. There's a few mandatory cutscenes, and then they pretty much dish out the rest of the story to you by again, cassette tapes that you can listen to while you play, which is really nice because it doesn't break up the gameplay to explain the story to you. That's a problem I have when you find like a text file in the middle of a game and you have to read it for like 15 minutes and then start playing again. It really just takes you out of the game. It breaks your immersion, and so there's that. And too many cutscenes just make it feel like a movie, which is what I had. That was what was wrong with Metal Gear Solid 4. Is it just felt like a movie. I don't remember playing too much of it. I don't necessarily care about the open world aspect of this game. I preferred the close quarters of 1, 2, and 3. But the game feels good despite that, and the humor of Kojima is definitely felt throughout it.
See the item called Cardboard Box? Didn't seem much use to me, but Miller was adamant that you'd want it on the list. The last word in infiltration technology, or so he said.
So it still feels like a Metal Gear Solid game. There's also a weird grinding aspect to this game. Certain missions will require using certain weapons, certain upgrades, and if you don't have them, you have to do a bunch of side operations in order to build up the resources so you can have them for that mission. Metal Gear Solid has fantastic boss fights, and this game is no different. Uh, does it rival Psycho Mantis? Does it rival The End or The Pain or Vamp? I don't know. I've only played 20% of it, so I don't know. But the first boss fight I fought was fantastic. It was terrifying. Second boss is a sniper fight, and it's really good. It's well done. I really liked it. So far, everything's great, and I can't wait to play more. Final kind of impression, it's fantastic. It feels like Metal Gear Solid. It is absolutely what I want out of a Metal Gear Solid game. There's a few things that bother me, but it doesn't take away from what I'm playing, and even just talking about it makes me want to play more of it. So if you like Metal Gear Solid, you probably already own this game. If you've been apprehensive about it, kind of like me, then just give it a try. It's fantastic. It feels like Metal Gear Solid. It's good.